Ladies and gentlemen, I am StooDogg. Welcome to an episode of StooDogg Talks About Stuff. A series where I talk about stuff. Well, no, I've just made that up. If I want to talk about more stuff in the future, I guess I can. My channel, I'm the boss, innit? So, yeah. Let's set a mood. I wanted to talk about YouTubers, the attitude that YouTubers have, attitudes that YouTubers have. I think my grammar's not quite functioning correctly, ladies and gentlemen, and like I've literally only had one can of beer, so yeah, I don't know what's going on. Grammar out the window, and we've only been recording for a minute. But I wanted to talk about a person that I encountered. This made me think about the old saying, never meet your idols, stuff like that. Now, this person was in no way, shape or form an idol. However, they were a person I respected as a creator. I borrowed a lot of ideas that they had implemented on their channel. I still use some of those ideas today. If you've been with the channel for a long time, you may notice that in my thumbnails I have a coloured square with the StooDogg logo in front of it. The StooDogg logo, as very tastefully seen on the StooDogg red shirt, now available in the merch store. But I would apply this logo onto a coloured square based on the content within the video, and if I couldn't think of a category for it, I'd simply either put it on a red background, red being the next generation Star Trek colour for command, or black being sort of, a few years later, the uniforms had a black background. But I would use colours to represent what the content was. If it was sort of a scientific-based video, or a studying something-based video, it would be a blue-green square. If it was about internet security, it would be as yellow as my background is. So if you were wondering what was with the coloured squares, now you know. But this person had implemented a colour coding system with their content. They had a colour for gaming videos, a colour for podcasts, etc, etc. I followed this person's channel for quite some time. This was way back when the Watch Dogs series was in its infancy. We're talking early 2017, and I followed this person's content. I watched their stuff daily, and I'd been introduced to their stuff through a Facebook group. As time went on, I saw their posts, their comments throughout the group, and something wasn't quite right. The way that this person was acting towards other people, the way that they behaved, they had a, shall we say, a superiority complex. Now, yes, their content was really good. Yes, in my opinion, they deserved a lot more subs than they had. At the time, they had a handful of hundreds, less than 500 subs at the time. Now I double-checked the channel today, which unfortunately they appear to be dormant, but they do have over 1,000 now, so it's good to see that they have grown since then. In a manner of numbers, I'm not sure personality-wise, as I stopped interacting or dealing with the person in Facebook, but I do recall having quite a bitter conversation with the person, and they were it put me off them, ladies and gentlemen. You know, after I had that conversation, I went and unsubscribed from the channel because, you know, if he's going to treat people the way that he treated me, I have no interest in watching the person's content anymore. I don't know if that's how normal brains work, but that's how things worked inside my head, the head of an autistic. Now, there are a lot of people out there who say, separate the work from the worker, separate the art from the artist, etc., etc., which would be fair comment, but I just felt that I wanted nothing to do with this person in any way, shape or form. I didn't block them, I just stopped interacting with them and unsubbed from their channel. I think it's a very telling lesson about, think about how you're perceived online by other people. If you're horrible to people, but you want subscribers, you want growth, you want the YouTube stuff, you know, just be nice. I don't get it. I find it really difficult to be horrible to someone. It takes time, it takes effort. It's easy to just be nice. I don't understand. I don't get it. To use words like entitled, did the person seem entitled? Yes. Were they deserving of seeming entitled? Did they want something and did they actually deserve it? I thought they actually, you know, did. They deserved to be bigger. They deserved to have more subscribers, more views than they were getting. The sheer amount of work, time, thought, money that they'd invested into their channel. They'd hired composers to make music for them, artists to make wonderful artwork for them, and like I said, the thought and effort that had went into the color coding of their content so that, you know, people could tell what video they were uploading on a specific day. Amazing. A great channel experience from a viewer's point of view. Let's fast forward to today. Actually no, ladies and gentlemen, let's fast forward to another point in time, another vital point in YouTube history. Let's move to January 2018. If you've been on YouTube for a while and you're a small YouTuber, that date will have some significance for you. It's the date that YouTube decided to demonetize everybody who didn't have 1,000 subscribers and 240,000 watch time minutes on their channel. At that time I had nowhere near that, being around about 300-400 subscribers on my channel. Also, the channel that we're discussing didn't have anywhere near that number either. Whilst the demonetization of everyone was quite a, shall we say, demoralizing piece of news for smaller channels, a lot of channels fought back, they climbed the ranks, they got back to the monetization status. This channel that we're talking about, well, I'll talk about myself first. Was I demoralized by the demonetized nature of my channel? Oh yeah, hell yeah. What did I do about it? I had to think about my content, and I had to think about how to get back to that level. I had a strategy, I wrote it down. I still have it written down. Inside my copy of Tube Ritual by Brian G. Johnson. But at that time as well, I started a summer job, things got pretty busy for me, YouTube had to take the back seat at that time. As generally it does when work gets busy. I generally refer to this period in history of my channel as the time that I took a break my holiday from YouTube, the time that I went away, I wasn't really like away, but I didn't upload often. You know, it dropped down to once a month sort of thing. So about the channel that we're talking about, I went back to their channel today and I watched a video that they'd released at that time. I was interested to see, you know, in preparation for this video, interested to see how they'd reacted to the demonetization, and they didn't take it well at all. Understandable. Not many people did take it well. But to see that after that, they had only released a handful of videos over the next, like, not even a year, just several months, and then just stopped. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, maybe a negativity mindset, a closed mindset, not wanting to, you know, expand or grow or put the work in, put the effort in to get back to the partnership program again. Maybe that's what damaged their sort of drive to do YouTube and made them just give up. This is an amazing platform, ladies and gentlemen. It's full of so many different people with so many different personalities, different goals, agendas, drives, different ideas inside their heads. And I think that is amazing, the diversity of thought that happens on this platform. I make no secret of the fact that whilst I want to view myself as an education channel that goes over tech news and terms of service geekery and stuff like that, my channel really doesn't have a niche. We can cover multiple topics over the period of just a few days because it's where I decide that that's what I want to upload. And from my point of view, that's okay. I don't think the channel is struggling in any way, shape or form. You know, we get views. We gain subscribers. We're doing a lot better now than we were a few years ago. We're doing a lot better now than we were doing in 2018. But it's my opinion that to build something strong, to have these walls of the channel, the building that I have built, was built on a strong foundation. And I see these people who, they don't treat other people well, and it makes people want to unsubscribe from them, like the channel that we discussed. There was also another channel that I'd seen at the same sort of time, and the guy opened the channel, uploaded a few videos, and decided, this topic isn't for me. Deleted his channel, started a new one. Deleted his channel, started a new one. Deleted his channel, started a new one. Wasn't happy with that. Deleted his channel, started a new one. And nice guy, good guy, decent content, but when it came to about the 10th time that he shut his channel down to start a new one, I gave up following him. I don't think that's a way to run a railroad, ladies and gentlemen. And certainly, it's confusing for the people that were wanting to ride the trains. I started this channel once, and I haven't shut it down yet. Second channels, yes, I opened a second channel a couple of years back, just before the monetization rules were announced. And at the time, the threshold was to you'll be monetized after 1,000 views or whatever. Yeah, fine, sounds easy. Like, oh, we changed the goalpost. It's 1,000 subscribers and the watch time minutes. You have to get that on every channel that you own, not just have it on one. and everything gets monetized, and I thought, well, you know what? We're going to unceremonially totally delete the channel. So I took my second channel, I put it in the boot of the car, drove it out to the countryside, took the shotgun, and removed its head. It's gone, it's not even up anymore. I had only uploaded a couple of videos on it. Basically, it was shoutouts to people who I knew and people who were around on the channel quite a lot at that time. So yeah, those videos are long since gone, and now shoutouts have just been implemented as part of videos as, you know, things go on. As if I want to shout someone out, I will, if I feel inclined to, or if I remember that's the main sort of one, then yeah, we'll do shoutouts to people. But I think it's something that I've seen quite a lot recently, ladies and gentlemen, with the bad actors and the sort of the seedier side of YouTube, is that all of these people who are breaking the rules have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sock account, fake channels. They will literally close and open channels repeatedly over the space of months. I don't understand what the end game there is, what the goal is, because the monetization threshold is the 1,000 subscribers and the watch time. So if you open a channel, upload a couple of videos, close it, open another channel, upload a couple of videos, close it, I don't understand the logic in that. I really don't. And I know I've mentioned this before, and I know it's controversial and not something that like everyone really agrees with my side on, but I think the ability to upload to YouTube should be paywalled. I think that every YouTuber should be charged to upload to their channels. A monthly cost. Doesn't necessarily need to be a high cost. You know, like £20 a month or whatever to use your YouTube channel for anything, to own a YouTube channel. I mean, people pay the same for Netflix, for whatever other streaming services they have, or they pay that for Twitch subscriptions to channels, etc, etc. So, like, yeah, me saying YouTube should charge to help cover their costs. What's my logic for thinking that? These people that create hundreds of fake accounts. For the people who seem to just create these accounts to go into chats and type in certain words that start with N and end in A once or twice before they get blocked from the chat, and then they jump onto another fake account to do the same thing again, to jump onto another fake account and do the same thing again. Now, I've seen 20, 30 of these accounts run by the same person doing that during live streams. So let's imagine if to open each of those accounts, that person had to be charged 20 quid. That would end that madness straight away. And what of channel terminations, ladies and gentlemen? The likes of your Jared Alpha Genesis, who gets terminated and comes back and gets terminated and comes back. Well, they see his bank account information come up again trying to create a new account. Sorry, the YouTube account attributed to those bank details has already been deleted, and you cannot open a new account. Bye. This would solve YouTube's problems overnight. Anyway, those were just a few opinions and ramblings of but one man. If you want to hear other ramblings and stuff, feel free to go and watch another video that will appear in this end screen, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!